Okay, so we fed our starter. For me, this was the night before, and then you can see it's way more than doubled and it's ready to go. This only has very few ingredients. So that's your water and 320 grams. It's sea salt, 10 to 12 grams, depending. And then I'm going to put in 125 grams of this active starter and flour. I'm doing this in a stand mixer, but you could easily do this in a regular bowl. I'm using a dough hook, and this is going to mix. We're not trying to really knead this, just until there's no dry flour streaks. Then I'm going to scrape down the bowl and cover it up, and then we're going to rest it for 30 minutes and do stretch and folds. And we're going to do 4 sets of these. You could do 3, at least 3, but 4 is good. And you're going to pull this up, and you'll see at this first one here, it's very straggly as you go, but by the fourth one, you can see here that you can see how it's smoothed out. This is after bulk fermenting. It's about 6 hours, depending. And you can see the bowl, everything came out very clean. That's a huge sign of bulk fermentation being finished, is that it comes attached. It's way less sticky. You can handle it. And then I'm just going to fold it over. And you want this to be relatively taut. And then I'm baking this in a loaf pan. If you were baking this in a bowl, you could, baking this in a Dutch oven, you could use a bowl lined with a tea towel with a little bit of flour. And I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to stitch it. And this just increases the surface tension, which will help with the overall shape holding and rise and the way that your loaf comes out. So I'm just going to pull this dough tight, fold it on itself, then cover it up with the tea towel, and then I'm gonna put a shower cap on top. You could put this in a plastic bag or use plastic wrap, whatever works for you. And I am going to leave this here until this gets a second proof. At this point, you could put it in the fridge overnight. Like if you don't have time to bake it, you could put it in the fridge at this stage, but you see it's jiggly again, poofy, and that means it's ready to bake. And I'm going to put it in this loaf pan, and then I'm going to put another loaf pan on top, and that will create the steam we need. That's replacing, because usually you bake with the Dutch oven with the lid. So I'm going to give this a pretty deep score, and that gives you that along with the steam gives you that air that sourdough is known for. So, and then I'm going to put some rice flour on. It's just for aesthetics, really. It doesn't offer anything, but the rice flour doesn't brown, so it gives you that white kind of look that you see there.